Hi, this is Wally Kern with Supreme Gecko again, and a box just came in. Could it be some really expensive gecko from New Zealand? What could it be? We'll soon find out. So I'll break the suspense a little bit here, and this is not some expensive gecko, which we usually get in. These are some bugs. So let's go ahead and open this up. This is from Albino Bugs and Creatures, and we should have 3 different containers here. Just kind of checking out the packaging with this shipment. Everything looks cool so far, and by the term cool, I mean it is a little bit cold, but it is well packed. There goes our dog in the background. Let's see if I can get these out one-handed here. There's one container, and they are a little cool to the touch. Let's see how they did. Here's the second container, and here's the third. Interesting with the aluminum foil. So let's just take a peek. I'm going to set these out. I'm going to open them up, and I'll be right back. I've undone the tape, and we'll take a look at these 3 containers. This one is just a grouping of dwarf white isopods. I have a lot of tanks that I'd like to get a good starter culture going with these and establish them, and then add them to some enclosures for more of a bioactive substrate. I'm not seeing too many in here. I think this was a container, if I remember right, of 30 or 45. Do a little bit of digging around. So the feel of this container is extremely cold still. Without that heat pack, that might have had an impact on these. But we'll go ahead and put these aside. I'll warm them up, and we'll take a look at them later today. This next deli cup is ivory millipedes. And that's why we had the 2 different containers, because this is a little bit of a larger millipede. So let's go ahead and take a look. I hope I don't dump this all over the place. Whoops. You can see these guys are moving a little bit here. Again, this is extremely cold to the touch. A little fearful of how chilled these are, but you can see this is such a really cool animal. This is these 2 containers should have 5 in them each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 6 in here. So looks like Natalia packed a few extra ones in here for us. The second container should have exactly the same. So we'll unpack those 2 downstairs and let them warm up. And then the final container has yellow spotted flatback millipedes, and we'll see how those are doing. Open this up. I like how she packed these up. These paper towels are nice and moist, nice and damp. I'm not going to open this too far away from the table because I don't want them jumping out, but or running out here. Extremely hard to see these. I'm hoping that this will focus in just a second here. But I think you can see. I think you can see a couple in here. I don't see a whole lot of movement. Unfortunately, a cool-looking little millipede, but I think again for these we're going to have to set them aside and let them warm up a little bit. I wanted to share a real quick update on the millipedes and isopods that we brought in from Albino. They look okay. The millipedes look great. Here's the ivory. I hope this is focusing. And there's several more in the enclosure. And here are the flatbacks. Here's one of the flatbacks. There are several others in the enclosure or in the deli cup as well. So really excited about these flatbacks. They look really cool. Let me get this one put away. But everything looks good. Other than the isopods, the dwarf whites, didn't really take the shipment that well. And I talked to the folks at Albino Bugs, and everything will be worked out in the future. So thank you for watching, and we'll see if we can get an update on these in a couple of months and see how they're doing.